G'day guys, my name is Trent, aka LaxLime, bringing you a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Today we have another 4v4 battle against EuphAuric this time. I am currently the leader in this tournament, so I'm trying very hard to stay up on top. So we are actually bringing a Sun team this time. I did tell you guys that I was going to bring something a little bit interesting every single time, so I do have a Sun team, and I'm really relying on my Solar Power Heliolisk. I really wanted to give Heliolisk a go. Like, I think Solar Power is so powerful, and it's not used very often because it's hard to do with the loss of HP after every turn, as well as my Chlorophyll Victory Valve. So two very fun Pokemon, and yeah, it was really fun. Obviously my Drought Heat Rock Ninetales is also there just to keep that Sun up going. I was really scared about that Arcanine, especially with Morning Sun and an offensive set. It can cause me a lot of problems. Yeah, because that Morning Sun will give it 75% under Sun, I believe it is. So we will get into the battle and see how we go. So I go into my Ninetales. The real priority here is to set up the sunny day. He actually goes into his Rotom, which sort of really sucks, but I was sort of thinking underneath the Sun probably wouldn't be enough to kill, and he probably will just go for Volt Switch, thinking that I was going to switch out. So I sort of decided to play risky and go for that almighty solar beam just to see how much it sort of did. He does, however, bring in this Arcanine, and yeah, he's going to completely eat that up. There's no way that's going to hurt at all. So yeah, that was a bit of a dumb play, really. Now that, like, thinking back, but yeah, it did a little bit of a job. I'm easily going to be able to switch out here and go into the Rotom just to sort of eat up any attack this Arcanine is going to do. So I will take that switch out, and I do eat up the Will-O-Wisp that this Arcanine will do. It sort of sucks because it sort of puts Rotom on a bit of a timer, but he's only really here to soak up attacks from you know, everyone else. So like my two sweepers can really put in the work. Sort of sitting in here, I wasn't really 100% sure what I was going sort of to do. I decided to go for the Charge Beam here, just sort of get my special attack up a little bit. He does outspeed me, so that Morning Sun does, you know, that Morning Sun does do really nothing. So the Charge Beam does hit, and I do get that special attack rage, which is so good, and I decide to go for the Hydro Pump on the next turn. Now, maybe I shouldn't have gone for the Hydro Pump. Maybe if Thunderbolt would have done a little bit more underneath the Sun, but I wasn't really sure. I just went for the Hydro Pump anyway. He does switch out into his Rotom, and on the next turn, I was praying so much like hell that this thing would be faster than me. I have no speed investments, actually, so I do that so I can get the late Volt Switch, so I can get free switches into thing without taking any damages. He does go for the Thunderbolt there, and I do survive and, you know, get that Citrus Berry prop, which gives him really nothing at all. So I am able to, like, out-slow, I guess you would say, and that does so much damage, that Volt Switch. So I'm happily able now to switch into the Heliolisk, which is called Solar. Look at that shiny looking thing. It looks so good. So I'm just going to go for that Thunderbolt. It's going to hurt anything that he switches in at this stage. It's going to hurt so much. This Underneath the Sun Solar Power is such a beast. It really does a lot of damage to everything. So Rotom does go down as he actually brings in his Scizor on the next turn. It is actually a Mega Scizor. Actually, just when I was going there, I normally run Choice Specs on this, but I wanted to try out something a little bit different and do the leftover set so I can sort of counteract the Solar Power as well. I just wanted to see how it goes, but if I did run Specs, it's sort of, it's sort of hard to say. It does a lot more damage. But as you can see anyway, I do go for Volt Switch on that turn, and that still does a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot to this Mega Scizor, considering, like, you know, they're relatively bulky and hard to deal with. So Rotom does come out as he goes for the Sword Dance. This really puts me in the perfect opportunity now, because the Sun actually runs out at the end of this turn, or the next turn. So when he goes for the Bullet Punch, Rotom will go down, and this is the prime opportunity for me to bring in Ninetales to get that Sun back up. That couldn't have worked any better, and you know what, it was sort of somewhat planned. I sort of knew it was coming up close, but I really was praying that by the time I sacked it off, I could bring in Ninetales to get the Sun up, and it worked perfectly. So there it goes. The sun is up, and I'm just going to go for a flamethrower. I'm truly just trying to sack off Ninetales at this point. I just need to get into my 2 sweepers and just take out the rest of his Pokemon. So I am able to survive the bullet punch, and a flamethrower will take the scissor out. So that is 2 Pokemon down on his side. I am just going to keep in Ninetales just to sack it off. I don't need it anymore. I've got the sun up, and his team sort of dwindled enough for me to think that I can probably take it on. So he will go for the extreme speed. Ninetales will be down, but she has done her job, so I am happy about that. And this is the perfect opportunity for Solar to come in and just clean up the game. So I'm just praying that, you know, I'm gonna outspeed. I know I'm gonna be able to take at least 2 extreme speeds. So I'm really happy at this point. And this Thunderbolt comes through. I get the crit. Now I'm not sure if that crit mattered. I counted afterwards, it done about 80 to 90%, so it may have mattered, and depending on how we played the game, this game could have really gone a lot different, because I don't think I would have been able to survive a Flare Blitz and an extreme speed combo. So yeah, that was really lucky, and that sort of sealed my fate very much, that crit. So the Thunderbolt does come through, and I was so confident this was going to kill, but look at that, 1 HP live on that Gengar. I couldn't believe that, but that's okay, because I'm going to go down to the next Dazzling Gleam he's going to do, and I'm in a good position, because I know Victory Bell will be able to come in and outspeed. It is Chlorophyll, so it's so fast under the sun, and I'm going to go for that Weather Ball when he comes in, just because it's a cool move. So Swat does come in here, and the Weather Ball will go off and take out this Gengar. So I do end up winning this game, so that means I'm still on top of the tournament ladder. So that's really good, because I'm not really good at these high tiers. So I've been feeling pretty happy that I'm so far 2 for 2, and I got an extra point on my last battle because I was able to take out that 6 team. So that was fun. That was pretty cool. But that's basically all from me. So EuphAuric is also a YouTuber. He does mixed content and some other cool videos, so definitely head over there and check him out if you are into that. He's also part of the Major Pokemon League, the MPL, which I've got my hand in a little bit. So if you're interested in the league that's similar to the GBA, definitely check that out as well. And that's basically it from me. So I will see you. Oh, hold on, no. If you do want a chance to battle me, you can follow me on Twitter. Definitely do that. I'm always up for a battle, so just ask and we can sort something out. And yeah, that is actually it for me this time. So I will catch you guys next time.